Good evening, everybody. I'm Simon Davison, joined by Neil Allman for round 2 of season 7 of the Anstall Racing IMSA series. So Vitozzi, absolute belter of a lap, will take pole position for now with a 59.3. Obviously, still pretty decent long laps at Suzuka, but a very commanding lead right now for the Ford driver.
On board here with Django currently P5. It's going to be crossing the line now. See, he has a purple sector there in 6-3. Up into second position for Django. He's only 3/10 behind Antonio Vitozzi, but what you can't see on screen is that Antonio has set 4 purple sectors. He's going through 6 now. That one is yellow, but it's still an improvement on his previous lap time. He's almost doing a sub 59 lap now.
59.0. P1 by half a second. Single message in the chat from him. Okay.
That is crazy.
Into Spoon. Go wide on the first apex. Bring it in. Left a little bit on the inside and a lot of room on the inside there as he finds the outside barrier. That's going to be another invalidation for Daniel Morpy.
Tony also going to be crossing the line now. Just about a minute. See if he improves. You have some purple sectors, but also some yellows.
Vitozzi!
It's the top 59. Just about a 58.999. But hey, a 58 is a 58. And he pulls the lead on Django.
0.6 of a second to the next nearest opponent. Antonio Vitozzi looks like absolute magic on this track right now. Oscan through. And it is P2, but still 0.6 to P1 as the 2-minute warning has come from race control. Jarvis on a very yellow looking lap. Don't think that's going to be anything for him. I take that back. That was an amazing first or last sector, but that's good enough for P4. 59.6, still a ways off Antonio Vitozzi, who looks like he has the run of the field. Daniel Morpy does set a valid lap time of 59.9. Will put him in P10. McCoven and Gerards, I believe, are off track, meaning they will be last 2 on the grid. Dave Van Bean approaching the line now, has a chance at improvement, is P17, has plenty of space to move up into. But can't quite make it. It is improvement, but not in position. Dave Van Veen will be rolling off in 17th. Matteo Bertelli jumps up to 7th place, though, with a 59.7. That will be the last of the qualifiers. As now the green flag shown to the GTP drivers. There's no break in this action. We have 7 GTPs for you this evening as they start heading out onto track. Through the Casio chicane. And keep it pinned to the inside here for your lap time. Another washout. Cabinero the 43.0, Gutierrez 43.3, excuse me.
Jeffrey Ross, we see him go for a fast lap in the beginning. He's currently on a fast lap as well. He's got a purple sector 1. Not much faster than Alvaro and Eloy, but Eloy gets a purple sector 5 instead. 10th faster than Alvaro. Just a quick look on the different sector times. Look like he might be improving just a little bit, so might be able to extend his gap here to a sub 43, and he does a 42.5. So that's more than just a little bit of an improvement. Alvaro as well improves on his previous lap time.
So it looks like the second lap, once you get all the heat in the tyres, given how cool this track probably is, that second outlap probably where you want to be. So Caballero leaves Gutierrez and Preem, as soon as I'm about to say that, who just snipes 3rd place. Ross does improve, but doesn't get the position back. Caballero, purple final sector.
Yeah.
Improves to 42.4. Gutierrez won't find the improvement. Preem across the line. 42.8 takes 3rd place. Identical lap time to his previous. Yeah. Oh no, that's tied, yeah, with Gutierrez. Kemeldar needs a lap time, and he sets a lap time and a half. He'll go straight from P7 to P2, 42.7. And this is where it gets terrifying. Large number of drivers have been put under investigation for an incident lap 0. We'll get back to you on that one because Eloy Caminero has entered the start zone. He'll take the green flag. We go racing in the dark at Suzuka. And we are now underway. Looks like everyone keeps it vaguely in line. Caminero dives through. He'll take the lead convincingly. Sal Gutierrez and Keldar side by side through the first two corners. Can't quite find space. You need to get this sorted for the S's though, because otherwise Keldar goes around, just about keeps on the track. Cars dive to the grass to escape it. I think everybody just got away with that. As we now go back to the GT3 field, Tozy will take the green lead towards turn 1. Everybody should get it spun around okay.
Yeah, I like I'm saying she touched me 3 times. Slightly,
it can be very gnarly if you're not difficult.
Falk has a good view. Everyone's single file in front of him, and that's what you want. Daniel Morphy, currently the car out of line, but has a gap to slot into here. Should be given the space, and given he's got the inside line here, he should be fine going forwards. And it looks like the GT3s have made it through the S's unscathed. That's really the main danger zone. But you can see how dark it is once these cars spread out. Obviously in that GT3 pack with all the headlights going, you can just see the track get lit up, but once it starts spreading out like this, it gets very dark very quickly. Keldar down the inside of turn 2, makes the move stick nicely. And the recovery drive begins for the DLRX Simlab racer. Replay for Tail Lemeray, who gets bullied. Hard punch off the track. Not sure that other driver was, but Lemeray not going to be too happy with that one. Cock with the meatball Gerards. Not sure what's going on there, but that's a hard hit to the front suspension. That's going to be a broken something in the wheelbase. As Alvaro Gutierrez handed a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision on lap 1, which again was this incident here. See Lemeray here in front of the driver on board with Matteo Rubatali. Trying to get this position, but so far no doing. Gets very close here. Will pull alongside, they'll flash at each other.
Is he getting out of the way? Looks like he's trying to, doesn't want to fight it too much. Perhaps he lifted a bit earlier, but yeah, smart move from Matteo. He knows that Lemeray knows that Mattia is significantly faster, just wants to let him pass.
Paolo Antonori in this GT3. Currently trying to make some moves here, but BMW in front of him is going to go down the insides. Little bit of door banging. That's Dave Van Veen in the BMW. Trying to find, yep, that's Dave Van Veen. Hogging the inside, does not want to give up the line here. Gets clear, we'll pull back up the track and we'll hold the position. 3rd place now as it stands, and a bunch of drivers he's racing behind. Whoa! Gutierrez spun around into the barrier. Missing a front wing, missing headlights.
I've been hit heavily. I think I will copy with it.
Gutierrez.
Tow the car, you have no front lights, please, for the love of...
He almost doesn't have rears as well. And we'll see him there. Should be getting a meatball anytime soon. Let's try and see. Tries to overtake GT3. Oh, gets tapped on the rear there and then just flies into the wall, loses the front. Get it here. In the immortal words
of NASCAR, not clear.
No. No.
Gutierrez, I mean, he's on the white. He can't get any more to left realistically. There's still a corner he has to make, and...
Wanna take... We can't really see the battery settings for these cars, can we? Not from my perspective at least, but if I was up with Prime, I would perhaps think about going into attack mode. And attack mode he is going into with this dive bomb into the chicane. Up the inside, can he clear the BMW? He cannot, but inside become outside, and now he's in front of him coming down into the straight, and the overtake's been done. This coming up behind you, but yeah, gonna leave that to the stewards.
Fault with the dive bomb! Clears it, but I think that car might have taken an escape road there. I need a...
Is that the best overtake from tonight? Definitely the best dive bomb I've seen.
It's definitely the best dive bomb attempt. I just want to see what happens to this Mustang here. It's the best overtake of the night. Carlos Ponce is slow off track in the chicane.
No, but he's been missing the walls so many times, and then the one time he decides to go into the pit, he hits it himself.
Has taken P1 in the GT3s, but I've seen instead the tyres gone off. I've got too many things going on at once here. Ozcan racing very aggressively.
Going up the inside here into Spoon.
And he will just get the position and a little bit of bumper to bumper.
Oh! In the background. Is that 2 cars off? No, 1 car off, and then the BMW also made the gravel. So he's going to be losing, what is that, 4 positions. He's falling down. I think he's going to be lucky that he can get away with a bit of an undercut. Yeah, you see Daniel Murphy testing his luck a little too much.
Oh, Caminero spun around into the barrier, light contact, the middle drove away from that one. But that has given Albert Prim the lead of GTP. See what happens. Looks down to the inside of a GT3. He's definitely there. He's going to get tagged in the rear, sent for a loop. Small contact with the barrier. Should be able to drive away from that one. Ibrahim Ozcan, the culprits. Attention Blumen in a dogfight with Dave Van Eck for the lead of GT3 AM. I believe that's Bloman on the inside, excuse me. Will slide up in front of Dave Van Eck, hold that position. But obviously he's also moving through the pits as Albert Prim takes the pit stop.
Yeah.
Caminero not able to close the gap. Albert Prim will maintain the lead.
Looking pretty good for Adam Jarvis.
As we do have a replay of Vincerevski's hit, who's going to slide past, I'm guessing that'll be Falk then behind him, and take the second place for the GT3s. Jarvis, I believe, is about to blow the doors off Lopez, and there he goes. 1300s between them. Does he go for the dive? Shoots the inside, dives down, not there. It's going to clean up. It's a GT3 in front of both of them. This is going to get hectic. I think he might have to back it down a bit here. Going to keep right on the bumper though. His entry gets compromised just a little bit. He doesn't quite clear the GT3 in time. But stays very close indeed. Another GT3 in front. That's going to force Verdonk to go a bit wide. It's also going to force Ross to go very wide on the exit there. Verdonk will hold on for now. Very dramatic scenes between the two of them. Albert Prim is coming through the final corner. No one immediately behind him. A spectacular drive despite everything that happened around him. Albert Prim will be a winner here at Suzuka. Ross gets around the outside of the GT3. He will not get P3. That will go to Verdonk. Caballero will come home in P2 for the GTPs. And then against Vincerevski's. Again, a dramatic race throughout the field for GT3s for various reasons, which honestly I'd rather not talk about, but Vincerevski's just one chicane to go, and he'll hold on perfectly. Oriol Falk will just have to watch from about a second back as Vincerevski's will win the GT3 Pro category.
Yeah, he was not in the top of the runners in the qualifying. He was not in the top 20 minutes left. I was in the top, but Özcan was leading, and yeah, everything just happened all of a sudden, and Ignis up into P1. Oriol Folks will go into P2 and Adam Jarvis into P3. See GT3 AM still up for grab. Doesn't look like they've crossed the line. So Ted.
Nope, Ted Van Blumen just crossed the line now.
Yeah,
he will win the GT3 AM category, and a fantastic drive for them. Dave Van Eck and Van Rooyen won't quite get there. He will have to settle for P3. That is all the results and everything we have for you here this week for Anti-Stall Racing League IMSA Series. Well, unfortunately for you, next week is a break week. We'll be back in a fortnight's time, going to the Dutch homeland of Zandvoort. We hope to see you then. But on behalf of Niels Ullmann, I've been Simon Davison. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening, goodbye, and good night.